Hey, everybody, welcome to Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor. Glad to be here, glad to have you here. As long as you can hear me, or if you can hear me, let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. And if you are here from the alert, today is going to be a cool day because I'm going to show you how to find momentum stocks and find them now. So, make sure that if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when new live streams or videos come out. Don't forget to hit the like button, especially if you like what you saw today. And I'm going to put this out there. I know we said that once a month we were going to look at your stocks. If we get 100 likes today, I will look at 10 of your stocks. If we get 100 likes today, before the end, I will look at 10 of your stocks. So if that gives you some incentive to hit the like button, fine, whatever it takes. All right. And one last thing. Take a second right now, folks, just a second. Share this live link on your social network. Let's get some people into the room, especially from the standpoint of today. We're going to really talk about how to find some momentum stocks. And then, of course, I've got some short-term plays, some swing trade plays, some day trade plays. I got stocks out the yin-yang for you today. So, no, I'm not detailing what will you do for 400 likes? Well, I got to have 400 people in here first. That ain't going to happen. I ain't got 400 people in here. But the only way we can get 400 people in here is if you guys share the link right now. We can get 400 people in here. And I will go for this. If we get 400 likes today, I will detail Joey's Tahoe. All right. If we get 400 likes, but we got to get at least 400 people in here, I will detail Joey's Tahoe. All right. So with that, no, not in the Speedo. Not in the freaking Speedo. That is not happening. That is not part of the deal. All right, so you guys didn't come in here to talk about me detailing Joey's car, but we came in here to see what's going on in the market. So let's start off with what you see right here in the market. We do have a little bit of a mixed day today. The Dow is the only indice that is down, but not by a lot. Actually, I can pull this up so I can see it a little better, but not by a lot. It's only down 88, 89 points. And the rest of the market, even though it's in the green, is not up by a lot. So this is not a gangbuster day. Looking at our advances to decliners, I can see that you can't. But our advance to decliners are pretty even throughout the day. This is a day where you manage your stocks. I'm not telling you to go out and buy any new positions, and I'm not trying to tell you to panic sell on any of your existing positions, all right? Today is one of those days where you manage your trades. Does everybody understand that? Type a 1 in the room if you understand that. Type a 2 if that doesn't make sense to you. All right, type a 1 in the room if that makes sense to you. Type a 2 if that doesn't make sense. Today is that kind of day. I don't want you to really go out and buy new stocks unless the market or the stock is moving up and you have an opportunity to buy into it. But I don't want you to panic sell. I do not want you to panic sell. Manage your trades. And it looks like, for the most part, everybody's typing in 1. John puts in 3. John, why are you typing in 3? Just to get a mug? You know something? If we get 200 likes today, I'll give away a mug. If we get 200 likes today, I'll give away a mug. All right, let me clear that up. All right. Miss McClintock is here. Good morning, Miss McClintock from Southern California. All right, so as I mentioned, a little bit of a mixed day, and it's just the Dow that's down today. So let's go start off with what's going on in the market, and let's go talk about some stories that caught my attention. All right, let's get into my stories. And this is interesting. As we know, we are in a recession, however you want to look at it. I believe we are. But the Fed rate hike of 50 to 75 basis points is reasonable next month. So now the Fed is actually, because inflation is getting better, still at 40-year highs, even though it's getting better, they could be pulling back on the amount. They could be getting a little dovish on interest rates, which could bode well for companies out there because, when you borrow money, higher interest rates, you're going to have to pay higher money. That's going to take money out of the company's pocket. Next one, home sales fell again in July as housing slowdown deepens. I've been talking about a lot of people are backing out of home deals. All right, but this is home sales, not existing home sales or existing homes, but is home sales overall. And man, it's a tough spot to be in. People still want to buy homes, but because mortgage rates are going up, home sales are still falling, and that could bode not so well on the market. Now, let's talk about, so those are my two main stories about what's going on in the market. How about this? High fuel prices have a silver lining, and these three oil stocks are rising in 2022. The three stocks are Exxon, Mobil, Chevron, and Shell. Well, those are four stocks. No, those are Exxon Mobil, Chevron, and Shell. I'm about to say, wait a minute. Those are the three stocks. We're going to talk about them today. I am still bullish on oil. How many of you, let me start this. How many of you are still bullish on oil? Type of 1. How many of you are not bullish on oil? Type of 2. I am still bullish on oil because the supply story hasn't changed. And we are getting ready to get into the winter months where it starts to get cold. Demand is going to increase. Yes, and Mark, I am in San Juan Basin still. So, listen, I'm all about this. I still think, let's see, Fernando says, got XLE call October at the money. There you go. 1, because you tell us to be bullish. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. WTI Salt Shaker is another good stock in this space. CVE, there's a lot of good oil stocks that are out there that I want you to keep your eyes on. And again, Ninja says still up on 37% in SJT. I still like San Juan Basin. Another good one there, Stephanie, is Devon Energy. I like Devon Energy as well. All right. So, and Maria says SJT still going up. You got to love it. I'm a big fan of that. What else is going on? Here's Synovus, another company in this space. Why Synovus stock is likely to outperform. Now, this was back about 13 days ago, but I'm still going to put that on my list of stocks from the big news. You know me, I love Apple. Is Apple the perfect stock to own in an economic downturn? Here's how high this investor sees it. So I am still a big fan of Apple. The Apple news is going to come out soon with their new devices, the new computers and MacBooks and all that stuff. And that's always a happy time for Apple. Apple is still selling iPhones, still makes up the majority of their sales. And I still think that it's a good spot to be in, and it does pay a dividend. There's a lot of good things that is going on with Apple that even if the market starts to downturn, we're going to talk about that in a second, Apple is still a good play. All right, Joey, tell me when? Now? Okay. I'll take that over there. So now I've got my YouTube and Facebook chat. The energy crisis will deepen, says Dan. Dan, I don't disagree with you. And I've been, even though it's been a tough time to hold through oil right now, I am still a big fan of oil. And my last story, traders anticipating big rally ahead for Bed Bath & Beyond. So I wanted to bring this story to the forefront because I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about Bed Bath & Beyond. I had Bed Bath & Beyond. When it went up nicely over 2 days, I took half off the table. And yesterday, as it was starting to fall and I was still up on the position, I took the other half off of the table. How many of you are still trading right now in, not San Juan Basin, in Bed Bath & Beyond? Type of 1 if you still hold or you're trading Bed Bath & Beyond. Type of 2 if you're not at all. Claire says short it. It's hard to short. I think depending on the price of it, I don't know if you can short it. So the highest price computers are going to not lose business in a recession. I don't think so, Glenn. Ooh, you got to understand there's a difference. And I'm one of those people. There's a difference between buying a PC and buying a Mac, John. There's a difference. And the unfortunate reality is I think the Mac side of it, a lot of people saying no to Bed Bath & Beyond. A lot of people especially me, who are in the Apple ecosystem, we're willing to pay more money for that Apple product. Does anybody agree with that? Does anybody agree with that? And I think that the Apple ecosystem or the Apple participants, sort of like myself, are a very eclectic group. And I think that they know the power of the Mac product, the security behind the Mac product. And I'm just asking, how many of you agree with that? I think that the Apple fan base is an eclectic group of people who, outside of buying a PC, are willing to spend that top dollar for a Mac product. So I hear you, but I think that it's totally different in regards to that. So, all right. Yes, been an Apple Mac user since 1985. China says they're reopening, commodities are up. Fernando says that's the truth. Somebody says Google products. John says, Glenn, I've never owned a Mac or any Apple products. I use Microsoft and Google. Now, John, with that, are you willing to pay the higher PC prices? All right, let me know. And I bet you that if I ask a Mac person if they're willing to pay higher prices for the Mac products, they will say, for the most part, yes. So when I say, John, that there is a difference between the PC world and the Mac world, I ain't just whistling Dixie. I am not just whistling Dixie. So I hit like 20 times. I want Glenn to clean the Tahoe and buy you. Who said dinner? Who said anything about dinner? I said just clean the.
It's implied. It's implied.
It's not implied.
Sure it is.
Yeah, no, look. That's for your implication. That's crickets. That's crickets. All right, so we'll see. All right, so those are my stories, my big stories. Let's get back into the software. And the first thing I want to look at is what the indices are doing. All right, Dow is the only indice that's down. It's down by a little bit. And again, even our VectorVest composite is not even up 0.2. The S&P is up about 0.1. And it's the Qs. It's the tech stocks that are leading the charge to the upside, up about 0.3%. All right, let's go graph these all. And let's go put this on my quad thingy. Do I do that for Mondays or Thursdays? I do that for Mondays, so I'm not going to do it for today. Let's go see what's going on in the market. Anybody feel, all right, let's talk about this. Anybody feel like the market is toppy? Type of 1. If you feel the market still has room to the upside, type of 2. How many of you feel that the market is toppy? Type of 1. All right, I am at a point right now where I do feel that the market is toppy, and I've got an indicator in the VectorVest software that will tell me that in a second. Glenn, can you add the VIX to that list? Yeah, I can go. I'm going to add another. I'll add another one to look at the volatility on the S&P 500. All right, so here's the Qs over the last month. A lot of people are saying 1. Some people are saying 2, that the market is not toppy. What is a mankini? What is a mankini?
It's like
Joey,
thing that Borat wears.
Huh?
Seen that thing Borat?
Yeah.
Like Borat wears? Yeah,
I'm not wearing that.
Yeah.
Sigh. Oh no, I'm not wearing that. All right. So from that perspective, talk about some mankini. Look at the Qs over the last month. This is over the last month. Actually, we could put it on the last 3 months. Here we go. A little bit of a spinning top down. Well, from the high a couple of 2 days ago. The market is leveling out. We've got a level of support sitting at 327.68. What are we doing? We're testing that level of support. If the market still has room, and Tyree was one of the people that said the market still has legs to the upside, well, we need to make sure, Tyree, that we can break through that 3-month high on the Qs. Let's go to the next one. Spiders look the same way. Coming 2 days off of a 3-month high. What is it starting to do? Level out. What are the bars doing? Getting smaller. We're getting a little bit of indecision in the market as we continue to move along. All right. Same thing with the Dow. 2 days off the high. 2 down days in a row. Remember, these are the top 30 stocks in the market. And we're looking at, again, here's our VectorVest composite doing the same thing. I think that the market is getting toppy. Now, I'm going to bring in something again. Joey, put me back on that main screen. All right, we've got an indicator called the MTI. All right, it's called the market timing indicator, which tracks 3 of our market timing indicators: the price of the composite, the relative timing or the short-term price trend of the market, and the BSR, which looks at the overall health in the market. As I'm looking right now, the MTI, I got to click on this. The MTI is sitting at a level of 1.6. This is an indicator that looks at the underlying trend of the market. It is a proprietary indicator. It is cast on a scale between 0 and 2. When the MTI gets to a level of about 1.6, the market is starting to look for a top. So I tell you that because you can look at all of the indices. They are all getting to the level where they're pulling back off of the latest 3-month highs. Now, the 3 and the 8s on all of them are still in place. That's the reason why I'm telling you not to panic sell. But I am telling you that the market is showing signs of topping, Stoyan says, love my Mac, love my iPhone. Remember, the one-plug Macs with the back colored panels? Yep. And do you know I still own the original iPhone? Do you know I could sell it for a lot of money? I still own the original iPhone. Came out in what, 1987? I still own it. The Apple computer with one plug in the colored back. I got you. Yeah, I do remember that. All right. So what did Mark say? I think market manipulation to the upside as we approach the November midterms. Ooh, you know me, I don't like to keep the politics involved here. I'm showing you what the market is showing you, but I don't disagree with you, Mark, in regards to coming to the midterms. But I will say this, after the midterms are done, watch out, and I feel that the rug is going to be pulled out from under us. How many of you believe that too? That after the midterms, that the market is just going to go to Hades in a handbasket, type of 1 in the room. If you don't feel that and that this is just conspiracy theory, type a 2 in the room. I honestly feel that Mark is right, that it's going to be artificially pushed up to the, and I don't like to get into politics, but I think that that's going to happen. I honestly think that that's going to happen. And I'm looking at the people on, wow, Helen and Manju and Helen and, man, it seems like Helen and Manju are the only 2 people alive on Facebook. Now, Lauren says no, Roger says no, and Ms. Harbeck says no. All right, and you know something? I'm not here to judge. I'm just asking your opinion. So, that's November, right? Yes, Fernando, that is going to be in November. All right. So I think more people believe that that the rug is going to be pulled out from under us after the midterm elections, but some of you don't feel that way, and we will see. But I am letting you know, based upon looking at all of the major indices, that the market is getting to a level where we're looking for a top. So there's the VVC. You guys didn't see that. There's the VVC. There's the Dow, all coming off of the latest 2 days off of the 3-month high. And there we go. All of them are showing the same sign. So all I'm telling you is just to be careful. All right. That's what's going on in the markets. Here's my big news stocks, the stocks that we just talked about. There's Apple. I still think that Apple is a good move to hold on to. Chevron, Exxon, Synovus, and Shell, the majority of the stocks from the big news are energy stocks. And does Bed Bath & Beyond have some more upside? Let's go take a look. And someone said you can go broke with that. It's a meme stock right now, and I don't disagree with you, but if it gives you an opportunity to buy, I'm okay with that. Stoyan, I'm sure Glenn has female groupies. Where did that come in? Glenn be sexy. Lord have mercy. You know what I gotta say about that? I like that. All right. Wait till the tax increases happen and the companies have to lay off employers. We'll see. Employees. We will see. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been tweeting out the companies that are laying off. Apple said they're laying off 100 contributors. I just tweeted that not too long ago. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Glenn Tompkins Jr. I've been tweeting out a lot of the companies, whether big or small, that are looking at laying off. And that's a major part of a true recession, is the layoffs in job numbers. All right. Your wife won't like that, says Fernando. My wife knows I'm sexy. Wait a minute. She's my wife. She's supposed to. Joey knows I'm sexy, don't you, Joey?
Wait a minute. Where's that? Put that brakes
so
squeak
you
on there.
you just clap. Here's the clap. I put the
No,
clap.
not clap, not clap.
You just clap. Whether you wanted to or not, you just clap. All right. All companies are going to lay off. We'll see, John. All right. You know me. I'm not going to do the doom and gloom, but I will get you prepared nonetheless. CVX. There's the petroleum nicely starting to move higher. It's got to get out of its own way, though. I still think that the supply story hasn't changed. Demand is going to pick up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Demand is going to pick up. I'm telling you, from a CVX perspective, I'd like to see it break above this level of 164.13. Next one is ExxonMobil. Same kind of scenario. Same kind of scenario. Let's go draw my trend line. Look at that. Look at that. It's just moving up higher. It's just moving higher. All right. I still think you got to keep your eyes on that. And I need it to get out of its own way. Let me give you a buy point. I'm looking at 12 cents higher than 97.40. So about 97.55. This is one of those flaggy things, ain't it? Oh, it is. I think it's one of those flaggy things. And this is the pole. And the difference between the high and low should be how much, after it breaks out, how much higher it should go. All right. I'm not real technically versed on this, but it looks like, anybody back me up on that? This one of these flaggy thingies. This is the pole. This is the flag. Anybody on board with that flagpole? This is it. Yes, no, maybe. Yes. Please don't. I'm not doing man kings. Flaggy thingy. That's the technical term, says Joey. Isn't this one of those flaggy thingies? And that's the pole. Anybody? Nobody. Yet Stoyan, I think Stoyan said yes. Nobody's backing me up on that. I think it is. All right. And let's go to the next stock. Where's my next stock? CVE. You know, if I'm looking at these three, I do like Exxon. I do like CVX a little bit more than I like CVE. Still doing the same thing, though. Moving higher. Let's go bring on the freehand line. Moving higher. Sigh. All right, it is moving higher, but I need it to break above this level of resistance. I'd put in an order 5 cents higher and high, about $19.69. Thank you. Bill says, yes, it's a bull flag. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. XOM or is Oxy. XOM has big debt. Lou, I'm thinking about doing a video. Actually, I know what video I'm going to do for tomorrow. And Joey, I'm taking your suggestion. That's what tomorrow's video is going to be. Make sure that you're here to watch the 6 p.m. video. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Next stock in here is Shell. I like Shell. Look at that. I do like Shell. What am I on? Freehand line. Look at that. Look at that. And again, it's got a level of resistance it needs to get above. 54.34. I'd go 12 cents higher than that. Nice level of resistance. Nice. And this is another one of those bull flags. Look at that. Another one of those bull flags. So a couple of these oil companies are showing that bull flag pattern. We should know how much higher it should go based on the difference between the high and the low. Good way to know when to get out of it. Energy. What's up, my friend? Glad to see you here. There will be consequences from Inflation Reduction Act. I can't get into that. Man, I wish that sometimes I could blurt out what I have on my chest. And Bed Bath & Beyond. Big move, meme stock, big gap down. A lot of people, I'm part of these people that took my profit. I actually took my profit yesterday. But a lot of people are getting stuck up in it. And you know something, from a meme stock perspective, take the opportunity to make the money when you can. That was a bullish bearish candle. It was bullish because it was higher than the prior day, but it was a big closed candle, which means the price finished lower than the open and follow through from that. All right, can you draw the bull flag? I don't see the typical look of it. The bull flag, here's the flag right here. All right, and here's the flag pole. From here to here. All right, there's the flag pole, and there's the pennant. There's the flag right here. At a level of resistance, as the stock's price is moving higher, it needs to break through that level of resistance, and it's got an upside between the difference of high 61.67. Hey, Joey, do the math for me here. type in on your computer, type in 6167, and then type in the low of, what was the low? The low of 44.90. All right.
Am I adding these?
How much?
Am I adding these?
No, you're subtracting that. You subtracting
minus 44.9.
44, yeah, 44.9.
1677.
So this stock, once it breaks through, should go up about another $16. Should go up from about another $16. And again, that gives me incentive to know that petroleum stocks are, thank you, Asif, should be on, and that gives you a good price to know when to pull out of the trade. All right, so those are my big stories. Now, how many of you are ready to go find some momentum stocks using the power of the VectorVest software? Type of 1. All right, Glenn, that's a bear flag. Is that a bear flag? I thought that was a bull flag because it was moving up to the, I'll talk to Joe. I'll talk to either Steve or I'll talk to Jerry in regards to that. I will talk to Jerry or I will talk to Steve. How many? Nobody's excited? Nobody's excited? The bull flag has the pole below the pennant. Oh, is that what it is? So this is a bear flag? You know something, Mark? Let me find out, and I will correct it probably on Monday for midday market. I will correct it on, CB says I got my flags mixed up. So is that a bearish pennant? Oh boy. All right, so then that may not be so good for oil. I will come back with a better answer on Monday. Margie says it's a triangle, not a flag. I will check it out and remind me on Monday to confirm it. All right, remind me on Monday to confirm it. All right, so not a lot of people. So maybe I'm not going to show you how to find momentum stocks. Not a lot of people wanted to see it. You guys are quiet today. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Show me something. All right, come on, y'all. All right. I would figure you guys would be excited. Nucor. Let me go look at that real quick. Graphs. Nucor is a bull flag. Let's go see. NUE. Put this on a 3-month graph. That's the you're saying that that's more so of a bull flag? How do I get the flag here? I'm gonna do some work. All right. So, you know what I've been normally doing to find us what stocks are on the move? I'm using price action on industries. Well, you know something? Everybody out there can use price action on industries to find, what industries are rising over the last week. I'm going to use an indicator that you'll only find in the VectorVest software to help us to truly find momentum stocks. Still going to be in delta searches, but I'm going to do it on relative timing delta, an RT delta. So I'm going to show you two things. If I want to see what industries are going up the most by relative timing, I simply run the 10-day RT delta. Retail homes up 46% over relative timing. All right. I like this. Petroleum U.S. exploration up 45%. RT is still below 1, which means that it still has some upside. Pollution control up 44%. And not only that, I can see where they sit as far as the 221 industries that we track. I'm going to take this one step further. Because not only do I want to see what they've done over the last 10 days, I want to compare the RT to what it was 10 days ago. So for those of you who have VectorVest, you can do this. Take the simple search of the 10-day delta on RT. And now I added another line. The next line was date time. I went to days, and I went to 10 days ago. The industry RT delta, 10-day greater than 0. So I wanted to see what the deltas were 10 days ago and compare it to the delta now over the last 10 days. Is everybody tracking? Type of 1 if you're tracking, type of 2 if that didn't make sense to you. Type of 1 if you're tracking with me, type of 2 if it did not make sense, all right? Because this is the important part of it. Not only do I want to see the relative timing delta now, I want to see what it was 10 days ago and use that data to see what it's doing from then to what it's doing now. And this search will allow me to do that. I'm going to run the search. All right? I'm going to run it again. And this is a good way to find momentum even before they get up to be the top industries, as you can see right here. All right, these are not top industries yet. This is a good way to still find the movers and the shakers. Now watch this. Retail home furnishings. 10 days ago, the RT Delta was at 24.32. Now watch this. All right, how do we calculate that? Well, 10 days ago, Delta RT was at 0.92. Look at where it's at now. Holy smokes, 1.34. That captures the move and the percentage of the move of relative timing over the last 10 days, what it was 10 days ago and what it is now. Folks, this is a great way to find stocks or industries that are truly on the rise using an indicator you can only find in the VectorVest software. All right. That's worth a like if that was something that you found that was useful to you. That's worth a like if you found that was useful in order to find what true momentum is on an industry. All right, so we'll see if you liked it or not. That's all information. Let's go look at this one. RT ranking of 14 out of 221. All right, 24% 10 days ago. Now, over the last 10 days, 45%. Let's go view the stocks in that industry group. And because a lot of you are not VectorVest subscribers, there's 14 stocks in here. But I'm only going to show you the top 5. How about this? FlexShop, FPay up 12%. Let's go check that out. View the stock graph. Put this over the last month. Look at this from a day trade perspective. Whew. $2.66, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, I'm feeling that. Now, what I'm looking for as an entry point here, I need to get off of that 6-month high. A lot of give back. There was a shooting star follow through, but now look at that. Because it's a momentum stock, look at that rebound on that stock. John says, we have 100 likes. Glenn has to detail. No, that was for 400 likes. 100 likes means I'm going to look at 10 of your stocks today. 400 likes was to detail. WSM, Williams-Sonoma is up 28% in the last 3 months. There you go. I didn't know if that was one of the stocks that we were looking at in this list, but there it is. Williams-Sonoma. It is, and let's go take a look at it. It's up today as well. Let's view the stock graph. Put it on a 3-month graph. Wow, look at that. Folks, so remember, there's 14 stocks in here. I'm only showing you 5. If you want the opportunity to be able to do this, what I just did, on your own, whenever you want, this is a good way to truly find what is a momentum industry. Now, I'm going to do this a different way. That's one way. How about I do the same thing, but I look at RT rankings towards the bottom of the list. Now, from a momentum play, I'm getting in early. And if we track 221 industries, how about this? RT was 0.68. Now it's at 0.87. Still not above 1, but a nice momentum move. Let's go take a look at what stocks are in there. And that went from 1.49% 10 days ago up to now over the last 10 days, 27. That's momentum. If you agree with that, type of 1. That's momentum on an industry, type of 1. And that goes right back to the idea that I still think that oil is a bullish play. But 1.49% 10 days ago and over the last 10 days up 27%. Let's go see what's moving in there. Stocks in that industry group. Ooh-wee, I feel good. Like you knew that I would. This should all make you feel good right here, right now. All right, what stocks are in here? Let's go peep them out. Let's go look at all of them. They're all up today on a mixed market day. They're all up today. Let's go view the stock graphs. Let's go put them on a 3-month graph. This is all about momentum, baby. Look at that. YPF. I don't even know what the flying flip that is. But look at the move. Look at the volume. Look at the RT. And this is an industry that's close to the bottom. This is a great play to find what's moving and get into them before they start making the moves to the top of the list, folks. There's ConocoPhillips. Somebody wanted me to look at it. There it is. It made that top 5 right there. All right, it made that top. Look at it. Broke through a level of resistance. Nice open candle. Trading right at session highs today. RT just went above 1. That's a good play. What else? Ooh, PBR. A lot of jagosity going on. I'd be careful with this one. A big pullback. Was that an earnings play? Nope. Big pullback and bounced off support. I'd be more careful with that. I'd wait for the 3 and 8 to cross and break above this level of resistance. All right, oil stocks, are they safe for market correction because they're almost the best buys actually? Is it better to wait to buy them? So that's a great question. Now, if the market decides it wants to move down, what will happen is about 80% of the stocks in the market will move with it. I think that this is a little bit of a different play because of what's going on with petroleum. The demand is going to increase. The supply is still not there. I think the answer to your question, Stephanie, is yes. That's my personal opinion. But you have to make the call. Before you go buying to them, if you haven't already, make sure that they're taking out at least their most recent swing highs. PBR, I'd be careful with. PBRA, I'd still be careful with. Man, EQNR, I like the move. I don't like the gaps. So if I'm looking at these stocks, I like ConocoPhillips. I like YPF out of the top 5. I like those 2 the most. All right. Again, if you felt that was useful to you just for today, and again, the alert today was all about finding momentum plays. If that was worth it, hit that like button. Why in natural gas is going down? Oil is down. Why? Gas is pretty fickle. When it moves, just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. And you know something? Sometimes you can put your hands upon my hip. When I dip, you dip. We dip. And that's what's going on with oil. Yes, that was awesome. That was awesome off the top of my head. Only a few of you probably caught that, and that's okay. But oil is fickle. When it moves, Boston, nope. And using your Boston accent, stop. Nope. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't. So I don't have a definitive answer on why natural gas is going down right now, and I'm not going to y'all don't like me. Why are y'all hating on me? This is why y'all hating on me? That was a good analogy. That was a really good analogy. Glenn, have you done a study with momentum plays and trading for a week or 2 and then closing the positions and moving to other groups or that are moving? I'd have to do a back test on that. It takes a little bit of work for me to do that. I might. That may not be a bad idea. 30 million barrels of oil per day, supply grab in the next 8 years. There you go. Look at that. Fernando knew what I was talking about. I like that, Fernando. I told you only a few of you were going to get it. All right. So I like that idea. I think on a weekly basis, we're going to use that. This is, we were doing this off of price move on industries. I like the idea of the RT delta rather than the price delta because it's germane to the VectorVest software. For those of you who do not have the VectorVest software, you want to have an access to what I just showed you and have this at your fingertips, 99 cents gets you a trial for 30 days. And if you need help setting this up, give our product support staff a call. I give our actually, you can all type into the chat and Boston will help you. Glenn, I really like the term jagosity. Going to use that. Cigar, that's I've got a book of Glennisms. Hanging on my wall that a customer made. David's not here, but a customer made for me of all of my Glennisms. So that is one of them. All right, real quick, let's go through the rest of the list that I have. Short-term plays. I use a search called percent price boomers. Let's go see. These are all stocks that are up today nicely. Let's go graph them all real quick. Put them on a 1-month graph. Now the big moves today, are they sustainable? Nice upward move on today on Wolf. Not a lot of give back. Trading very close to the session highs. If you own it, I'd be careful with it because that was all news driven. But I'd keep my eyes on it. Tusk, a little bit more selling pressure. Big move up today on big volume. All of these are news driven. Watch the wick on that. I'd be careful with the wick on that. Wow, GNS, big move, already a lot of profit taking. This is a shooting star pattern. It could be a possible reversal. So all of these stocks, a lot of people say, man, you need to get into this stock because it's moving up today. This is why I do this. INDO, we made money on this in the Jockey Club, but look at the profit taking happening. If we got in early, we're ahead of the game. If you're looking at it now, I'm probably not telling you to get into it. You missed the move. And the last one is NEPT, same thing. A marijuana stock. I wonder if marijuana is on the move again. Big move today. Look at that profit taking. Look at that profit taking. Be careful with that. What else? Swing trade plays. I use a search called the Midas Touch for this. For those of you, how many of you are swing traders? How many of you are swing traders? Type a 1 in the room. And these are stocks that I get from a specific search. And if you're not a swing trader, type a 2, because you may be a longer term or a shorter term trader. But if you, David is here. Hi, David is here. Oh, all right. That's the author of my book of Glenisms. That is the author of my book of Glenisms. So David, I didn't know you were here. Hi, David. He's the one that wrote my book of Glenisms, and he did a great job on that. All right, so all my swing traders out there, let me show you some stocks. I'm going to put these all on a 3-month graph. All right, from a swing trade perspective, woo, good, googly muggly right there. Clearfield, loving that stock. Trading today up at session highs. I'm loving that from a swing trade perspective. I'm feeling that. HHS, business service advertising, a little bit of give back like it was yesterday, but still moving higher. The 3 and 8 looks solid. RT looks good. These are stocks that I'm willing to hold for a couple of days to a couple of weeks. Now, EMPH, I like, but it's got to get past that level of resistance. It's been moving sideways now for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. The 3 and 8 still look good. I need this stock to break above that level of resistance before I take it as a swing trade. And Joey is right. CLFD has been coming up a lot. It has. I like it as a swing trade. All my Canadians out there, Canadian Solar, pulled back, found a level of support, bounced off nicely. Nice move up on good volume today. I would look at getting in 12 cents higher than the high. These are all good swing trades, folks. And Carlisle, look at that. Also moving sideways. The 3 and the 8 look good. RT looks good. Volume could be better, but it's starting to move sideways. I needed to break above that level of resistance. All right, speculative plays. Where's my speculators? All my speculators type a 2. All my speculators type a 2. Come on now. Come on, get in here. Woo-wee. I feel good. I really do feel good. All my speculators type a 2 in the room. Energy's in there. Who else? None of you. How much of a delay did I have? You guys are kind of slow today. Good gravy. All right. Nevertheless, normally on a speculative play, our relative value and relative safety tend to be both below 1. I do have in global, though, with an RV above 1. But I'm still putting it into my speculative plays. Let's go take a look. Right click, view the stock graph, put this on a 1-month graph. I'd like to see FPay. I like the move. Look at that. Like the move. I'd like to see it break above. Watch volume on that as well. Remember, RVs and RTs are both, RVs and RSs are both below 1 for the most part. These are speculative plays. A lot of give back. Wouldn't touch this one. I wouldn't touch this one right now, even though a nice move up today. Watt. I like that. I'd like to see it. It's 1 day off of the 1-month high. I'd like to see it break above. Love that the 3 and the 8 is keeping you in the stock. Next one is INFI. Also 2 days off the most recent 1-month high. Nice open candle today, even on a mixed day. 3-8 looks solid. The next one is TCRT, moving a tad bit sideways. I do like the move, bottom left, top right. Nice move. 3-8 kept you in, even as the stock pulled back here. Would like to see it break above that level of resistance. All right. You know something? I'm not going to even do Glenn's picks today. Let's go see. I'm going to put a new watch list in here. I'm going to call this customer picks. Customer picks. We're going to do some of your picks today. All right. Yeah. Customer picks with 2 S's. All right. There we go. 10 stocks. I'm looking for 5 from Facebook, 5 from YouTube. If I don't get enough from Facebook, I'll take more from YouTube. Somebody wanted to look at TAN. I got TAN. What else? VEV. Gotcha, Energy. Come on, Facebook. Well, I'm looking for you. Tesla, TSLA, comma. There's a split coming up on that. Facebook, folks, where you at? Facebook, I want to get some of your stocks too. Facebook, where you at? Walmart. All right, that's 4 from YouTube. That's 4 from YouTube. Walmart. Gilead, GILD. All right, Facebook, where you at? If Facebook doesn't start saying anything, ATF. That's another one from YouTube. Don't clock. I don't have it. ATF, Lou. Gilead, I already have up there. CORZ, comma, ET. I got 1 from Facebook. So that's 6, 7. CEIX. That's 8. ET. I already got you. Rick. INTC, comma, MUSA. How many stocks is that? Should be about 10. And I got 10 exactly. All right. Here's my 10 stocks. Now Mark says SJT on the Facebook side. Psy. And now I got another one on the Facebook side. What just happened? BTU. All right. That's going to be it. I was waiting for you guys on YouTube to say something, on Facebook to say something. Interesting. Out of the 12 stocks, 9 of them are buy recommendations. So you gave me good stocks. From a long-term perspective, which ones are the best? San Juan, Tesla, Console Energy. Looks like the majority of them have good upside potentials. Which ones are going up the fastest? San Juan Basin comes up there time and time again. Undervalued. Man, you guys gave me some good picks today. BTU, Walmart, overvalued though. ET, fairly valued. Gilead, slightly overvalued. Inexpensive stock. Kohrs, undervalued. Intel, overvalued. I'm not a big fan of Intel. PC sales are definitely going down. And Vicinity Motor, even though it's a sell recommendation, it is undervalued. All right, let's go graph them all. I'm going to put these all on a 3-month graph. Let's peep them out. San Juan Basin, again, I own it. It's a petroleum stock. It's a damn good stock. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You ignored me on YouTube, so I went to Facebook. Is that what happened, Mark? I didn't ignore you. I didn't ignore anybody. All right, let's go to the next one. CEIX, I like the move today. It's trading a little, not very much selling pressure, but I like the move. Bottom left, top right, relative timing is rising. Volume is starting to pick up over the last couple of days. I do like that. CEIX, I do like. All right, let's go to Tesla. Man, Tesla, and I think that's going to be my story tomorrow. I'm going to talk about Tesla. Tesla, everybody knows it's a good stock. Relative safety, relative value, both above 1. This is a fundamentally sound stock, just sitting in a channel. If you haven't read the news, 3 millionth cars sold. Nobody's outselling Tesla, and no matter what comes on with these EVs, I like to play, but I'd like to see it get out of this channel, and I'd like to see what the price comes down. It's a 3-to-1 split, so it should be trading at about $300 thereabouts, $310 thereabouts. We'll see. I think that it gives a lot more people an opportunity to buy into a fundamentally sound stock, so I still like to play. Musa, man, another petroleum stock trading close to session highs today. Look at the 3.8. Even on the sideways move, the 3.8 kept you in. Still a happy individual. Let's go to the next one. TAN. Now, this is on clean energy, and the bill that was just passed, the Inflation Reduction Bill, it's going to be good a lot for the clean energy stocks. I like the pullback in the 3.8 holding here. I'd like to see it break out of that level of resistance, and I'd like to see volume pick up. And I'm also watching the decrease in relative timing. That catches my attention. So I am just going to be like, be careful with TAN. Be careful with TAN. What else? Wow, BTU, another energy coal. It's not clean energy, it's not oil, but it's energy coal. Where we get electricity from, primarily coal. All right, nice moving up, nice up day today, big up candle. I'd like to see it break through this level of resistance sitting at the value of 26.85. After that, it's not going to be that far from the 3-month high. RT just recently went above 1. Walmart. Walmart's trying to get into the streaming business. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm just going to be like, the space is crowded. The space is crowded. So I'm going to, I did see the Tesla in the X-Row shop yesterday. We'll see. We'll see what that's all about, energy. I think it was the Y. X-Row is about to drop some bombs on people about what they're probably going to expose some of these NDAs. I think that just watch on X-Row. Be careful with with Walmart. ET, another petroleum stock, just recently broke above this level of resistance of 1161. I love the open candle today. Very little wick at the top, so no selling pressure. What else? Woo, Gilead. Not feeling that. Was that an earnings play? Wasn't earnings. I don't know what news hit them, but Gilead, I don't like the play. So now, let's say you own it. Where would I tell you to consider taking it off the table? 1, on an end-of-day basis, if the 3 crosses below the 8. Number 2, it does have a level of support sitting at 63.59. Keep your eyes on that. Keep your eyes on that. EVs having issues finding reliable charging stations. And Maria, I've been tweeting out that they are, if you're not following me on Twitter, that they are moving to build the infrastructure a little quicker right now for charging stations. All right, so that is coming out. That's just coming to fruition. I'd wait on Gilead. Again, if you own it, though, to get out of it, look for the 3 to go below the 8 on end of day and wait to see if this level of support will hold. All right, right now I'm going to say wait. Kohrs, that wasn't an earnings play. I don't know what news. There's the earnings. I'm not feeling this right now. I'm going to actually give it a boot. I'm not feeling it right now. The 3 and the 8 on end of day just went down. Now, I don't know what news is on this. Whoever gave me Kohrs, I don't know what the news is. But whatever it is, it wasn't enough to keep the 3 from an end of day braces going below that 8. Roger says, we're going to need a lot more coal to power these charging stations. I don't disagree with that. And this is the reason why I don't think we totally get away from what people call the dirty energy. We can't. It just won't happen. All right. Unless in order to charge these cars, you use solar and wind. All right. That's the only way to get off of coal and I don't know how that's going to happen. All right. INTC Intel, I'm not a fan of. There's another one I'm going to go bull for. I'm not a fan of Intel. PC sales are declining. Here's the earnings. Last earnings, stock's price gap down, and it still hasn't recovered. Right now, it's at a level of 36.45. It has not been able to get above that. That would be my first sign to dip my toe in the water if it can get out of its own way. And then I'd look at this level of 40.52. If I did get in, if it broke through here, this would be my level of taking half off the table. And the last stock is VEV. As much as I love you, Energy, I can't get with you on this. I just can't. The stock finally does have positive earnings and positive earnings growth. But if this was an earnings play, holy smokes, look at that. Big moves, big candles down. I'm not feeling it just quite yet. And even with the green candle, it's because it's higher than it was yesterday's close. But today's price is lower than the open. The 3.8 went down, and it is a sell recommendation. I'm not feeling that right now, so I'm going to have to. All right, Joey, put me on my ending screen. Man, so uranium is overlooked. I did a video on uranium, Dan. If you looked at it, I did a video on uranium. Actually, I've covered a few different commodities. Lithium was just recently done. The uranium video that I did a couple of months ago was very widely watched. So I'm not to say that anything is overlooked. Listen, I've only got about 45 minutes to an hour to go over stuff. I wish I could cover more, but you guys wouldn't stay here. I'm looking at how many people are still here. A lot of people have already left. So I got to keep your attention, and I can't look at everything, in that short amount of time. It's still early. Wait till their facility is finished in Washington, says Energy. You know, something. All right. Again, I got no news on this at all. I'm just going off what the graphs are showing me. Drew says Georgia has a nuclear facility with 2 reactors that will go online soon. And that is another way to get off of dirty energy, is going to be looking at nuclear energy. I not too long ago did a video on that as well with the uranium video. All right. So with that, we got over our 100 likes. I took a look at 10 of your stocks. We didn't get anywhere close to 400 likes, so I ain't doing jack bone diddly to Joey's Tahoe. The only way to get there, folks, was to get 400 people in the room. That didn't happen. But for all of you who did share the link, the live link on your social circles, I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that and for supporting the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted. And I think I'm done. I'm working on a hot swap concept that would remove the time issue on EV. Wow. Nice. Go ahead, Mark. Go make that happen. Go make that happen. All right. So all my people on Facebook, thank you for hitting the like button. For all those people on YouTube, thank you for hitting the like button. And man, you guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting the channel. With that, folks, until next week, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Till next time, folks, see ya.